Hi, friends. How exciting. I'm excited about getting to do these kinds of lives with this new platform. And so you might be seeing me on the YouTube channel or on my Facebook page. Um, so, welcome to this mini webinar. I really want to be quick because it is a simple framework, because that's my goal, is to give you a simple framework so that you can be intentional this summer. Um, and I really want you to live on purpose. And I think we all want to be purposeful, intentional about how we go about our days and go about our weeks and about summer, especially if you're affected by the fact that kids have summer off. You want to be intentional, but sometimes you're not really sure where to start. And so that's kind of where I love to live in the way I think. Um, if you don't know me, my name is Christina Slavic, and I love to help people just think about their time so they can manage it well, manage their energy well, be productive with the things that matter, have decided what matters, and then be intentional with it. So today we're going to just talk about having an intentional summer. And so currently, if you've gone to my website, you can get a free printable, and I'll show you just kind of it's 5 steps to an intentional summer. You can get it for free. Sign up for the email list, and you just get that. But I'm about to give you those steps now. But in case you need a refresher on what I say, go to the website and get them there. So let's get started. For the first step to an intentional summer is for you to mark the edges. Now, I love getting to make tools and things to help you out. And so we have created, let me see if I can show you a calendar. So it is the 3 months, because you want to look at the whole summer at once. Now, if you want this calendar, I'll email you a PDF and you can send it off to be printed. I printed it in this is not exactly the same. It got changed a little, but it's what is this, 22 inches? So 11 and a half by 22. So is that right? I don't know the dimensions. That's not right. It's 11 and a half by 17. Anyway, you'll get this PDF. You can send it off to Kinko's to print it off. It's not very expensive. If you are local to me and you would like me to get you a copy, reach out. info@christinaslavic.com. Put in the subject line summer calendar, and I'll send you that PDF for you to print out. But basically, the first step is to mark the edges. So right on there, when is your last day of school? And then go look up when your first day of school is in August or September, depending on where you live and what your school calendar is like. So you mark the edges and you look at how much summer you actually have. You are aware of how many days you have. You're aware of how many weekends you have. You are going to be intentional with the time you have because you're aware of how much time you have. So that is the first step. The second step is for you to look at the big rocks of things that are already scheduled. So if your kids already have camp scheduled, or if you have family vacation, or perhaps you even have some business travel, whatever's already in the calendar, mark it there. Visibly, you will see what's not available for you to be able to plan something for the family if someone's going to be missing, or if it's going to be something, a wedding maybe is already done. Put things in there that you have already made a commitment to do, to be at. So that's the second step. Put in the big rocks. Now you need to have a little meeting, depending on the age of your kids. You want to have a little bit of a powwow with your spouse or anyone that's significant in making these plans. Define what it means to have a great summer. Because what you're going to have available in front of you is the time that's essentially free, right? Because you've marked aside already everything that you've committed to do. And now the rest is really up to you to schedule. And don't think hyper schedule, okay? Just think about being intentional again. So you sit down with your spouse or your kids or whoever it is that is going to affect your plans and say, what would a great summer be like? How would I define success? So what you need to do is do a little time travel. Imagine yourself that first week of school, I don't know if you guys ever, excuse me, I don't know if you ever had this assignment where they would say, tell us about what you did this summer. And you would have to remember what you did. Or maybe you had something really memorable and you wrote about, a trip or something you got to do. So you want to have that exercise now and think, what would be something I want to just celebrate that we got to do? And ask everybody in your family, again, kids, have you ask them what they want. Um, this is not a commitment to do everything they ask for, but it is good for you to know what is important to them. Perhaps you have a kid that just loves to build and they really want to go and attend or just go and play in the Lego store, or you have a kid that loves to read and they want to spend, regular time in the library, checking out books, reading there. You have the whole range of kids, right? You have maybe somebody that wants to really be at the pool every week on a certain day, or they want to go to the zoo, or you want to go to the beach, or, just figure out what that is for your family for this season. And so you define the win for your family. You, as the adult, get to decide based on your budget and on what's reasonable and realistic. But for now, brainstorm about what is a win. Okay, make notes and then try to step 4, schedule these things that matter, right? Maybe you always feel like, oh, everyone's always going to the beach, or everyone's always doing this activity. But when you've asked your family, nobody really cares about that. So you don't have to do that. You don't have to keep up with the Joneses. You don't have to do what everyone else is doing. Do what matters to you. So step 4 is to schedule the things that matter to you, to your family, schedule the things that are going to make your summer a great summer so that you can then make sure they happen. So you are on your calendar again, you've marked the edges, you've put in the big rocks, things that are already committed to. You've defined what's the win for your family, and now you're going to start scheduling things in. And so that might mean, a trip or a weekend or something that's a one-time occurrence. It might mean a regular recurring date to go again, like to the library or to the neighborhood pool or to visit family. Whatever it is, schedule it in, because what gets scheduled gets done. And again, if you have this calendar and you post it somewhere where the kids can see, then having it visible really creates excitement. Because, you have one that said, I really, really want to go to the zoo. And they can see that you scheduled that Thursday in July or whatever that you're going to the zoo. And they're excited to count down with you. So schedule it, put it on the calendar, use pencil if it makes you nervous. But then if something happens, life happens, interruptions happen, things come up, changing the date of something that's already on your calendar is way easier than trying to then, at the end of the summer, when you just have a week left, squeezing it all in. Okay. So don't forget to schedule some back to school prep time, getting supplies, getting clothes, whatever. Put it on there so that it does not surprise you, because that is also going to come. And that's it. Step 5 is just to enjoy your summer. So once you have everything penciled in, I suggest that you also give yourself plenty of room for it to be restful, because that is what summer is about. It's not about rushing and getting everything done. But my suggestion to you is that you just be intentional and make a plan. So again, mark the edges. Wait, I'm not in the camera. Mark the edges. Put in the big rocks. Define the win for your family. Schedule what matters, and then have a great summer. So again, reach out to me, info@christinaslavic.com. Write in the subject line calendar, and I'm happy to send you this PDF. And I will show you that if you mailing list, you will also get this recap of what I just shared with you today, in case you need to remember. Of course, this live will stay recorded on my business page, so you can see it there. That's all. I just wanted, again, to give you a quick training on just how to be intentional. I love breaking down things that sometimes hold us up and just thinking of it systematically, and I hope it helps you. So Thanks for being here, and we'll see you next time.